back in 2016, shortly after he wrote his book Hillbilly Elegy, Vance created a non-profit in Ohio. He called this nonprofit Our Ohio Renewal, and it was supposed to be focusing on helping people with substance use disorder and helping children affected by the opioid epidemic in the Rust Belt. The first year they made over $200,000, but then slowly the donations dwindled and they shut down a few years later. And records show that none of that money really went to helping children or the opioid epidemic. A lot of it actually went to a woman named Dr. Sally Satel. Now, you may recognize her name because she also writes for the Free Press, Barry Weiss's outlet that was sold for lots of money before she got placed on top of CBS News. Back in August, she wrote that she agrees with Trump about criminalizing homelessness and mental illness and locking them up in institutions. And she used her psychiatry degree to justify it, a degree she got from Yale University, the same place where J.D. Vance grew from, the same place where J.D. Vance met Peter Thiel. That's not the only thing that's concerning about Mrs. Sally Satel. Ms. Satel works for a think tank called the American Enterprise Institute, or AEI. She writes op-eds and think pieces for organizations like the New York Times. And she was writing articles trying to downplay the opioid epidemic and downplay Purdue Pharma's role in the opioid epidemic. And if you aren't familiar with who that is the maker of OxyContin. And investigations showed that she was actually sending emails to members of the staff from Purdue Pharma, getting the okay before she would post an article. And in her article, she would cite studies that were paid for and owned by Purdue Pharma. She was never paid directly, but they paid over $800,000 to the American Enterprise Institute that she worked for. And now she's writing pieces calling for Americans to be locked up in camps.